Hi, this is Attorney Max Majeski, MJM Law Office in Eugene, Oregon, and today I'm going to be talking about a question that comes up all the time, and that is, if I'm on an Oregon DUI diversion program, can I use cannabis? Now, I have a separate video all about diversions. That's not what this video is about. I'll put a link in the description if you want to know that, learn about diversion. Basically, that's where on a first-time DUI in Oregon, if you qualify, you can make an agreement with the court that you don't drink or use any controlled substances without a valid prescription for a period of a year, do some classes and some other things, and then the court would dismiss that DUI at the end of the year. So the question here is, well, if I use cannabis, could that count as a prescription drug, just like if you have a prescription for Adderall, which is a controlled substance, or Vicodin, which is a controlled substance? Ordinarily, you would not be able to use that on diversion, but if you had a valid prescription through a doctor, you would be. And so the answer to the question about using cannabis on diversion is, it depends. Like so many things in the law, it's a gray area. For a long time, it was just a resounding no. You were not able to use cannabis. And unless you had a prescription for Marinol, which is synthetic THC, that would count, but that would be very expensive for people. So that was kind of a workaround. That has all changed recently with a letter that went out from the Oregon Health Systems Division. And this talks about, this is guidance for whether or not a person can use cannabis while either on diversion or after being convicted of a DUI and on probation. And so basically what this letter says is that the Alcohol and Drug Evaluation Service, that's the people that monitor whether or not you're validly completing the treatment that's required by the diversion program. They have discretion to allow use of cannabis while on diversion. And they can either pass a person for completing validly or send a letter to the court saying that this person completed every other part of their treatment program. However, they tested positive for cannabis, so we're not going to issue a certificate of completion, but we're going to notify the court that this has occurred. And then at that point, it would be up to the judge to decide, okay, did this person complete their diversion successfully or not, and are they going to get the DUI dismissed? Now, specifically, as a person wanting to use cannabis on diversion, what you need to do is get the Oregon Medical Marijuana Card. And that is also in the guidance that if in the person's file, there must be a valid Oregon Medical Marijuana Card, and there also must be a court order authorizing the use of cannabis while on diversion. And so that is something that we can help with. We file these motions with the court all the time, asking the court to allow use of cannabis while on diversion. And basically what we do is describe what your qualifying condition is. We include a copy of your valid Oregon Medical Marijuana Program card, and we ask the court to authorize that use while on diversion. And then you would go through the program, through the classes. It would be up to the treatment provider whether or not they want to pass you with having dirty UAs for THC. Different ones will have different stances on that. Places, there's a bunch of places like Serenity Lane, Emergence, Willamette Family, Chrysalis, and they all have different policies, but we can help point you in the right direction to a treatment provider that is THC friendly, that will give you your certificate of completion, or at least show that you would have passed, other than having a UA that is positive for THC. And then that information all goes to the court. And then at the end of that process, the judge makes the final determination of whether or not you successfully completed all the requirements of your DUI diversion agreement. And we have definitely been having a lot of luck here in Eugene Municipal Court, Springfield Municipal Court, Lane County Circuit Court. These courts are all coming around, understanding the power and benefits of cannabis, and that it really helps a lot of people get through their diversion program or their DUI conviction probation. So that's kind of the basic view of what's going on in this area. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call at any time, 541-505-9872, or take a look at our website at mjmlawoffice.com. Thank you.